Benvenuto! Welcome to my channel. In today's video, a strange and supernatural occurrence takes place while Father Dolindo is preaching a Sunday homily. He is right in the middle of his homily when all of a sudden he can no longer think nor speak. His mind is a blank and he is momentarily rendered speechless. Then, summoning all his strength, he quietly announces that he is unable to finish the homily and proceeds with the celebration of the Mass. Father Dolindo tells us, "I had absolutely no idea that Padre Fenocchio had requested a personal audience with Pope Benedict XV in Rome, much less that it would be held at 11 a.m. on September 15th. That day being a Sunday, I was in the church of San Francesco dei Romani. I was celebrating Holy Mass at 11 o'clock, at the very same time that Padre Fenocchio was meeting with the Holy Father in Rome. Ercilia Cavaccini was present at this Mass, for she had been summoned from Naples by certain persons who had taken ill and wished to be examined by her. It was around 11:30, just as I was preaching, that the Pope was being briefed about me. All of a sudden, I was overcome by a pain so intense that I feared I might faint. Even now, I shudder at the memory. I had the sensation, though I knew nothing about what was going on in Rome at that exact time, that a heavy veil had been cast on my mind, darkening it completely. I could not collect my thoughts. Jesus had shut off the font of his words, because in Rome, the Holy Father was at that moment shutting me down. I had to stop and said to everyone, "I can proceed no longer. I am overcome by darkness. I have no more words. Let us only pray that God be glorified." The ways of God are not our ways. I knew that I could not proceed in any way except the way of Calvary. Later, Dr. Ercilia Cavaccini gave a written testimony of what had happened at Mass that day. She wrote, "I can attest with absolute certainty to everything that Don Dolindo Ruotolo affirms in his letter, as I myself was present that very day in the church of San Francesco dei Romani in September of 1918. It was a Sunday, and I had made the long trip there, as I often did, to hear Don Dolindo's homily. Don Dolindo knew how to speak words of eternal life with simplicity. His homilies always flowed with rich imagery and profound wisdom. To my discriminating ear, all this was immensely pleasing, for his homilies were always filled with a logic that was unambiguous and brimming with the light of truth. Therefore, that day as well, I decided to go to San Francesco dei Romani to hear him preach. I was stunned when Don Dolindo broke off right in the middle of his homily, just at a most profound part. It was as if an interior light had been suddenly switched off. Abruptly, he fell silent, turned to the altar, and, with great fervor, continued his priestly liturgical duties. Don Dolindo was in perfect health, so this had nothing to do with any physical problem. Only days later did Don Dolindo and I discover the reason for that sudden silence. At exactly that same moment that he abruptly ended his homily, in Rome, Pope Benedict XV had revoked his faculty to preach. Thank you for watching and listening. What do you make of this strange occurrence? May we all be as obedient as Father Dolindo, who immediately obeyed the Pope's revoking of his faculty to preach, without even getting a formal, tangible declaration. Oh Jesus, you take over. Gesù, pensaci tu. Take care of everything. Arrivederci till next time.